What's up, guys? This is ArcStrider back with another video, Clashing with ArcStrider. In this video, we're going to go over a little bit, kind of little tricks just to kind of help you progress maybe a rush base, or even just to help you progress your base a little faster, depending on kind of player you are. If you're like me, you're pretty casual, but you have a lot of accounts because you like the war, like I do, you're going to have a bunch of small accounts. Now, with that being said, in this video, we're going to go over some of our really small and newer accounts that I started doing. This one is ArcStrider Town Hall 10. Like the name, it's going to stay Town Hall 10. Once I get it there, it's going to stay 10. At the moment, it's Town Hall 5, but as you can clearly see, it's pretty rust. Walls are level 1, cannons are low level, mortars level 2, you know what I mean? My mines are pretty level 4, level 3, collectors are level 4, level 3. Gold storage is level 9, and then I got my elixir storage level 6. Rushing it to get it going, but I think what I might start doing is just max out this, get the max Town Hall 5, go to the 06, and then do 7, 8, maybe rush again a little bit just to get to 10. But I gotta get to a good stopping point because it's gonna take me forever, and it's pretty overwhelming because I got a lot of small accounts that I'm trying to do right now. It's pretty overwhelming. But anyway, like I said, let's get back to the video. So this, like I said, one of the things you want to do, I don't play on this account all the time. I don't even know how many times. I guess I'm not in a league technically. I am, but I'm not ish. So I don't even know how many times I attack this. I probably attack maybe like 20 times, if even that. I don't even know. But anyway, so with this, I don't attack it all the time. I don't even log on it every single day. I got on it today for the first time in maybe like, not a week, but maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 days, something like that. But anyway, what I'm going to do is just progress the mines and the collectors just so get them higher out, max those out, maybe not focus whole lot on defense right now just because I don't log in all the time, so I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to defend. I don't really care that much. I'm more just having it just so I can have a Town Hall 10, which I haven't had Town Hall 10 in a long time. And another one I'm going to get on later in this video is my Town Hall 9, which is Town Hall 9, but it's pretty rushed. But once we get to that, we'll get to that video in a second. But anyway, so in this one of the things I'm going to do is focus a lot on my collectors and my mines, and I'm going to boost them, like boost my builders, and then that way I can upgrade and then knock out a bunch of those things. Maybe max them out, but at least get them really high. I probably will max them out before I go to Town Hall 6 regardless, just so that way they're not level 3 and level 4, as most of them are level 4, and I think I might have like 2, and that might be like level 3 right now, just because I haven't got on it long. Like I said, I don't ever get on this account. But same thing with the troops. They're going to stay low. I'm not really going to climb with these, with this certain base, just because I want to keep it at Town Hall 10. And once I get there, I'll max it out. I'm sure I'll make multiple videos with this account as I progress it and as I kind of go along. But like I said, just max out your collectors, max out your mines, max out your storages, all that kind of stuff. Maybe Clan Castle if you haven't already. I can't remember if this one's maxed. It is, but max out those kind of things first. Is going to be your easy key point, just so whenever you log on, you collect it, you go to the next thing. You might upgrade a thing or two and keep moving. And then once you kind of max that kind of stuff out, like I said, depends how kind of player you are. I'm really casual, so I'm going to max out my army camps, get them maxed out. Then upgrade my barracks, just because like the giants and the archers and maybe some wall breakers and that kind of stuff, maybe some barbarians if I want to use that, will do the trick for a while. Just because like I said, I'm not gonna climb with this account. It's gonna stay level 10 once it gets there, and that is what it is. So once you gotta do that kind of stuff, you can throw in some defense every once in a while. I only got 3 builds in the round. Like I said, not rushing it. So you can kind of throw in some defense if you want to here and there, but like I said, right now, that's kind of key point. Plus, the fixed base would help it a lot if I would max out those collectors and mines. And then that way, when I log on it, collect it, I do that, go to the next thing. But let's jump into the Town Hall 9. All right, so back, Town Hall 9. Like I said, it's Town Hall 9, but it's pretty rushed. I got level 6 and some 7 walls. I just kind of started upgrading them a little bit. I'll get them to max eventually. Like I said, it's staying Town Hall 9. It's ArcStrider Town Hall 9, so it's staying Town Hall 9. So once I get it maxed out, it's gonna stay there. But right now, I had a bunch because at the end of the season, obviously, I had full collectors. My gold is completely maxed. Dark Elixir is way max because, well, I guess it's only, I can hold 27,000. I didn't hold that much. I thought it was less than that. But like I said, the Dark Elixir is max and overflowing. Same with the gold. So once I do that, I'll probably upgrade some walls and all that kind of stuff. I got my Expel max. I don't even remember max that, to be honest with you. Second one, I did it today, so I got a new one max that one as well. So that'll be max, which is nice. But like I said, it's saying it's 109. So once it gets maxed out, it's gonna stay there. But as you can see, like my mines and stuff, I mean, obviously they're not completely maxed out. And same thing with the collectors, but once you do that, they're a little higher level than a Town Hall Town Hall 10, sorry. So it'll kind of help out a lot. But once I kind of max out um, some stuff and get a couple builders for in a couple days, I'm gonna probably upgrade my collectors just so I can get more loot back because I won't attack on this all the time. I think I've attacked 14 times. I mean, that's not a lot, and I don't even know when I even last attacked on this one, like consistently. But like I said, once you kind of get those max out, like I said, real casual player, not going to be on it all the time. I'll start working on my storages, maxing out my storages and all that kind of stuff, and then start maxing out the drills, Dark Elixir stuff. Do all that stuff first, just because it's going to help a ton. It's going to be overwhelming whenever you have bases like this. Like if this is your main account, it's going to be pretty overwhelming. But once you get to that point of what you want to kind of do, you got to start somewhere. My biggest thing is you start with the collectors and you start with your mines, and then that way once you kind of get them maxed out, it's easier because you might not play every single day. You might just be more of a casual player with one account, which is fine. It's your gameplay. I didn't want to play it, and then that way you keep going. And then once you max those out, you get on, you collect a thing or two, upgrade something small. After a while, like once you kind of start focusing on what you want to do, you can really upgrade your mines and collectors, storages. That way you can collect the most that you can. Once you do that, you jump. Maybe start doing offenses. Maybe start maxing out your army camps. Start maxing out your spell storages in factory and all that kind of stuff. And then upgrade your barracks. That way you can get the most troops that you want to use. This one, I'm probably gonna be using dragons for a while just until I max them out, which they're like level 2, I think. Yeah, they're level 2, so they're not even max yet. So once I kind of focus more on that, I'm gonna get my dragons up, and then that way I can start farming a little bit with them, get some more loot here and there, and then like I said with the Town Hall 10, that might be a progressive base I might do throughout the channel. Same thing with this one. You probably might see this Town Hall 9 a lot just because as I upgrade it, I'll kind of do different things and stuff like that, just to kind of show like what I'm talking about, like when you upgrade stuff. And then once you move on from maybe offensive, you can focus on defenses. You got to think which one to max out first. Like I said, my expos are maxing out now. You probably want to upgrade them first, just because they're the key defense inside Town Hall 9. And then that way, once you get those max, you can jump and you can upgrade. I like to do like your air defenses just because it's a big key point. Because a lot of people like balloons at Town Hall 9. I feel like Town Hall 9 is a pretty popular place where people kind of hang out for a little bit, kind of learn some different strategies and learn different things, stuff like that. And it's pretty fun. I haven't had a Town Hall 9 in a long time. That's the reason why I'm making a Town Hall 9. But also, I have a Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8 I'm going to be having. Both of those are pretty rushed. I think the Town Hall 7 is Town Hall 7, but it's pretty rushed as well. Like I said, that might come in a future video. But right now, for this video, I'm just going to show these two accounts just because you kind of get the idea, you get the gist of the video, and you kind of know where this is going. Once you start working on some stuff and you get a foundation down, it's really easy. Like I said, these are not my first. It's not even my second or third. Man, I got a lot of accounts. I like to have fun with the game. I enjoy the game. I like to play a lot of different ways. One thing I like to play is wars. I'm a big war player, so that's one thing that I love to do. And then I like to have all my accounts in as most sports as I can. And then we kind of jump from there. This is one of the second clans that we have. We only have 2 clans, but this is the second clan. A lot of my minis are in this clan, just to kind of play very casually and all that kind of stuff, just to kind of take time. Plus, I'm a max player. Once you max out, you kind of want more stuff to do. So I have a bunch of accounts just to kind of help me stay active more. But like I said, once you kind of figure and you have your own strategy of how you upgrade your base. I mean, I do it every differently. I'm sure everybody does it differently than I do. I know I still watch a lot of Judo Sloth's videos, and a lot of his tutorials that he has is pretty helpful. And some of the stuff that I've learned from him, I probably will pass it along just because it's how I do stuff now, which is really nice. But one thing that I've done on my main account, when I was kind of progressing it a couple years ago, I would just, after Clan Leagues, I would buy the resource potions, max those things out, get as many days as I can, that my stuff's always boosted. Like I said, I've always been a pretty casual player, so when you don't raid and attack every single day, it helps a lot to have your stuff full constantly. You just log on, collect the stuff, get back off. And then you do a couple attacks here and there, gets a little extra loot, and then you play the game how you play it, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, this one I kind of want to keep a pretty short video, just because you can go pretty in depth with it, but you kind of get the gist. Focus on your collectors, focus on your mines. Once you kind of max those out or get them pretty high, start working on your storages so you can collect more. And then that way you keep moving. And then as you upgrade your storages, you can then start using a bunch of ruins once you get them. I don't really suggest you using them until you kind of get the Tunnel 9 to maybe Tunnel 10. Just a little higher, just because a lot of stuff's cheaper nowadays. You don't really need to do it. But if you're going to keep it at an account, at whatever town level that you want to keep it as, you can just collect it. I like to collect that kind of stuff on some of my other accounts just so it maxed out. And then when every once in a while I'll log on, I'll go and then I'll see I have all resource potions maxed out, builders things maxed out. And then sometimes I sell it, get gems, and then I start collecting all over again, because you'd be surprised how fast you can collect that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's not part of the video. But this little side note that I like to share. But like I said, I want to keep this video pretty short, not super long, not super in-depth as well. Just a kind of short little video just to kind of suggest you to maybe how to fix a base. Like I say, upgrade those mines, collectors, storages. You got to start somewhere that's pretty small, pretty easy. They don't take long to upgrade and max out. Once you do that, you can jump to other stuff. You can either focus on defenses or focus on offensive stuff. You just got to start somewhere, and that's this little video is doing it. But I think that wraps up this video. Like I said, I will probably make a little series about this just to kind of keep it going, just to kind of show you some different stuff of how to upgrade stuff, give you little tips as I kind of go, and maybe even bring you a little journey on one of these accounts that I have that's really small, and then just make a little short series about it, about how I max out whatever town hall. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you like to upgrade a base a certain way, or even if you are a casual player, or you're one that likes to raid all the time or do wars. Like I said, let me know in the comments. I enjoy reading that kind of stuff. If you do leave a comment and leave a like, it really helps out a lot. But like I said, wraps up this video. I think that's it. Archstrider out.